Okay, everybody, something different today. This is Try It Tuesday. And as you know, some of you will know that I did go to the Exeter craft show and I bought quite a few. I didn't buy many Lavina, actually. I really like their stamps. They are absolutely fantastic quality. I love them. But I did buy this rabbit here. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. I think it's called Lupin, I think. Okay, love it. And I'd already had these, okay, and no, or did I buy them? I think I bought them, but I recently bought that one for £1 because I wanted the elements, and that was there for £1, and I thought, oh, that would go nicely with these two. So I've got that, so I'm going to use them today. I might use some of these. Now I will use those because I like that one. I like this one, so I think I'm going to use that one. Because it's Try It Tuesday, I am following a sort of tutorial from the YouTube, Lavina. I'll post all that in the description box, of course I will. I'm having, you know, I'm into Christmas. I've been doing a lot of red lately, and this is quite not refreshing for me, just to have a little break with the stamps that I've got around me, you know, because I'd recently purchased those. So, and I wanted to have a play, and I haven't yet. And it was September when I got them. So that's pretty bad. Yeah, so I will link all that below. It's lovely little tutorials. You've done it with the gel plate. I'm going to do mine with my gel plate because I've got it. But I might do it with the tag base as well, the acrylic tag base that I sell, just to see what happens. Yeah. Okay. I've had, this is yonks old. It's actually damaged on the bottom there, but I don't mind that sort of thing because this is I use this one for brayering and, you know, like when I'm brayering off and things like that. But I do end up getting some quite nice results. The other thing you need is watercolor paper or I use mixed media paper. Okay, it's slightly cheaper, good weight though, and it's smoothish, so I quite like that. And then I thought I'd have a go at putting the ink also on this and seeing what happens, see what results we get. Okay. So, brayer, that I have to turn, when I bray, I have to turn it this way, I'm afraid. I've got my brayer somewhere. And the colours I'm using the same as what she did, because actually it's not exactly the same because I haven't got the same colours. But I have got that one. And I'm using Lime Punch, okay. So, it looks like she starts off with, this is going to be a tag, but I'm going to mount it onto one of my wooden tags as well. So, hey, look, it's a nice little gift for somebody to hang in their studio, perhaps. Let's have a look, see if you can. Mind you, please go and have a look at her tutorial. It was absolutely wonderful. Loved it. So, that's there. I have bits and pieces on my gel plate too, so don't despair with me. As you know, I quite like grungy things and all that, so when I do anything like this, you know, it's supposed to be a little bit sort of better, really. Oh, let me just spray her off that one. I've got a bit of a line there and I don't want that. A piece of paper here. Okay. Looks like there's nothing on there at all. Like I say, I've got bits of fluff. It's been near my fabric. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? To get this right, I'm going to clean off. Because it's got bits on it. I haven't got any. Usually I do it with a bit of alcohol. You know, the hand stuff. Hand sanitizer is great. So let's give this a clean. Not too worried about the bits around the edges here. Get all the hairs off. Right, let's start again then. Bit of water with the fan brush. If I miss a bit at the top or anything like that, it's okay. Doesn't matter. That's nice. I'm just going to pick up a bit down there. They did miss a bit of a corner there. Okay, and I'll go along there. But that's beautiful. I do. Okay. Yeah, love that. Right, so that's that one. That can be drying. Okay. Put that on top so I don't get all fluffy. And let's do it with this one. Okay. See what happens. Might be rubbish. Okay. I'm not sure whether this, it might do. But anyway, I think we're going to have a lot more gaps. I didn't know where there's a sponge a bit on, actually. Do you know what? I'm not going to use a brown. That it's not so I can tell straight away that it's not going to work. Right, this is a dry wet wipe. Okay, I'm going to sort of put some on. Like that. And then I'll get the other one. Okay, there's a bit on there. Lighter, so whether it works, I don't know. Okay. And these are only about 6 and I can't remember what size do you know what? I can't remember what size I've done them. 6 1/4. So the other ones I'm doing a 7, so okay. That's not too bad. Okay, something, but yeah, it needs to be worked on, I think. Definitely a bit more ink. Okay. Right, let's have a bit of that. I'm going to do that. Okay. I've just got an idea, that's all. We definitely need more on there, yeah? So it's going to be slightly different. Like that. It's good to try. This is playing. And then take some of those lines out. I like some of it. Okay, better. Okay, not the same, but that I can live with that. All right, I'm just thinking if you haven't got a gel plate, we could play around most probably with that. And also you can add a little bit of water. These do react, well, these react similar as the Tim Holtz ones. So Tim Holtz, you could do this perfectly. If you've got those, use those. Just I'm using them because I bought them recently. And dry them off. Right, okay, so that's that one. All right, so more like an all over. Okay, and then this one here, which is again totally different, but it's nice. Yeah, so I've not got a problem with that at all. Quite like it, but like I say, just more ink. So doing it exactly the way I've done this one didn't work. The brayer, I could tell the brayer, it wasn't brayering on properly, so definitely better just to splat it on and then rub it in and go from there. Okay, so now I'm going to do some stamping. Oops, sorry if I knocked the thing. Don't really need this, but I just get into a habit of, as soon as I stamp, I get this out. It's just a thick piece of foam. Okay, it just helps to give a bit of support. I mean, these stamp beautifully, actually. But some of the very thin, you know, clear stamps, you'll find that if you have this, something like that underneath, firm piece of foam, they stamp a lot better. So I'm going to use, that's for Lupin. Let's do Lupin first. I think he's called Lupin. I hope that's right. Let's put him on there. Right, so I am going to give him a little wipe too. Just in case there's any hairs stuck to him. They cling lovely, actually. Okay, and I've only got this one, Nocturne, so just black. If you use stamp for the first time, I suggest you always give it a practice run before doing a card. Okay, that's fine. And lots of light tapping, don't squish. If you squish, it goes in. We don't want to lose that detail. That's beautifully detailed. Again, I have to move my, I think it's something to do with left-handed. Yeah, I can't, because I can't do it that way, so I have to move. It's like a right. I move everything that way. Okay, to get straight. So I'm going to have him over here. Okay, a little bit up so I can, there I think. So I just come up a little bit, half an inch. Let's go all the way around the outside. Okay, and then lift up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? He is so lovely. Right, and we'll do in here as well. Okay, and then we will do the top. Have that one and that one. I don't think I need a single one, so I always check there's not much around the outside here because there's quite a lot of space there. I'll bring him down a bit, and I'm going to have this the longest, so don't think we get 3, but that'll be a nice shadow. So I'm just dabbing off on there a little bit and then take off a bit and then put in there. Yep, that's great. Okay, and the big one again. Too many decisions for me there. That's it. And then again, I'm going to get this one and I'm going to stamp off. Okay. Make sure it's the right way up, Andrea. That's it. Again, stamp off. Oh, okay. And then it sort of goes behind. I quite fancy something down there. Oh, no, I will have the single one. Okay, have I got a little block? That's great for filling in that hole there, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. That's cool. I'm gonna dry this off a little bit, heat set it. Okay, so now I've chosen this leaf design, and I don't know whether you can see it. You'll see it in a minute when I ink up. I haven't used this one, so I will. Oh, that's nice and clean looking. That's cool. I'm trying to just. I'm only using that tiny bit at the end, you say. So that just for something different. Okay, right, I will go up a little bit further on this one. I think it was better because that was cut off there. And I think it's better. Oh, that's good, Andrea. Nice splodge there. Never mind. We will embrace it. Tell you, I am clumsy. To put a little butterfly there. Could look cool, see? Makes you do things. I got a little, I think there was a little butterfly on that one, wasn't there? There's a little bird. Oh, could have a falling leaf. Oh well, you might find a little butterfly somewhere. Okay, so that's that. Right, heat set those and then I'll be back. Right, so my idea with the falling leaf has worked, but because I've done that, I'm going to add a few on the top here, so it looks like they're falling off of those. Stinkiest one, so it's great that they were in there. Let's put that there. So that's made me do something else, hasn't it? I'm using archival ink now. It's just a little bit lighter. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to overload it. I really like that. So that's good correction. And now I will heat set. Okay, got to go around the outside now. Dark blue and dark denim. Oh, it's quite a bit there. These are so wet. Let's try with the brush first, get rid of some of that. But I tend to be better with. Oh, I tell you what, I have got it's loads better than that is my brush. Yeah. So, right, I'm going to start here first. You can reactivate it. If it dries, you can reactivate it with water. Okay. That's those. Right, and now we need to colour in these and the rabbits. Okay, I'll just show you how to do the one with the rabbits and then we go from there. And actually feel like well, he needs to go, you know, be grounded a bit. At the moment he's floating, so I'm gonna just build up this corner a little bit more. There we go. So he's sat on something. Oh, I did have a couple more floating leaves as well. Actually, just seen, I think I need one down here as well. Yeah, I do. See that? It's really funny. It's when I'm drying it, I see things then. So I just go ahead and do it because I do forget. Where's my little block? Yeah. Okay. Put one in the middle there. And fall on his head. Okay, right. What I'm feeling is I feel like I want a bit more blue. And I'm worried that I'm going to spoil it. So I'm just going to put a bit down there. And get to my fan brush. I think I got a bit of water in there. Yeah. Okay. I'm not worried about it going over the rabbit because I'm going to colour that in a minute. Okay. Right. There we go. Let's do it that way. I'm going to squish it a bit. No. Okay. There's a bit there. I know there is because I've just put it on there. Okay. That's better. I just needed something else. It's looking, I needed a little bit more behind it. That's me being me though. Right, I've got a little bit more interest going on. Right, now we do the rabbit. Let me wipe this off first. I don't want that blue in there. Can always use sometimes use those as well. Right. Let's get some water on there. Yeah, that might be all right. Make sure the right lids go on. Right. And like they say in the video, follow the dark bits around here, okay, and that helps you shade in that rabbit. I'm going to start down here because I'm not sure of my colour. Yeah. I mean, I would suggest you spend a bit more time than I'm doing on this. Add a bit darker paint after, so that's quite a nice colour. So, and then go over those areas again. Okay, and you do the other one the same. Okay, so now we do these. Okay, exactly the same, but I add a bit more red to this mixture here. Okay, red and paprika actually. I might just add a little bit of red. I think I've got one. Yep, Empire red. Just a little bit more. Yep. Okay. I'll start off with the little ones because I don't know how dark this is. Quite dark, so okay. So you paint all those in like that. Don't need to watch me really. Just add a little bit of water to that one, just because it's lighter. Yep, so you just carry on doing that. Okay, so they're done, except for adding a little bit of white onto these, and a little bit of glitter. I usually put a little bit of white on and a little bit of glitter, maybe. But I'm going to seal them now before I put that on. So I'm using this today. I've also got some really good stuff that's really thick. Some of you might know about it. This one. But it's really, really thick and solid. So it's great for earrings and things like that I do. That I make for my son's shop. Right, let's have a look. Okay, let's go. Let's go for it. Good done with a clean finger, really. Don't mind. This is great stuff for things like this. I leave it for a little bit and then buff it off. It's just amazing for watercolours, and it seems to bring it to life too. Plaster's coming off. So I've done that cut when I was poorly, when I was cleaning my guillotine. I cut myself. And I reopened it last night, so I better cover it up and knock it again. Right. That's one good thing about, you know, like the distress inks and everything. They react so beautifully with water. So if you're not happy with it, just add some water. I must have had that a few years. I don't use it all the time, but I do. I like it for watercolours. Which one did I do first? Yeah, I can't remember. Look, there's hardly any. That's that really dark blue there, so that's great. It really brings them to life. It's not shiny, it's just amazing stuff. There we are. Okay, and then let's get this going. This is the one I use, Uniball pen. It's pigment ink and it's white. It's about the best one I've found. The Posca pens are good too, but they're not as fine as this. So I'm just gonna add the little bit of white, and then I let that dry. And then I will add a little bit of glitter, not so much on the tiny ones there. Oh, that's a little tiny bit too dark for back there. Okay. And what I'm going to do here, I mean, really, I should have done this before I sealed it, but it's okay. Not that bit, though, because it seems to knock it out for some reason. But yeah, you see, and that just goes a little bit pinky. All right. I shall just put a little bit of white right on the end of that one in a minute. So I've just got a bit of this red. Just knock the other one out a little bit too much. All right, with the leaves. Salvaged. Okay, right, so now we've got to stick it onto a tag, a wooden tag. I will glue both sides. Because this is quite thick, I will glue that side, and I will glue the tag as well. Okay, for quickness, I will do it with my normal glue, 3-in-1, but PVA is perfect for this. Okay, but you just got to let it dry. It's good. I keep all my acetate above me. Okay. Saw this in my husband's shed the other day, and I went, oh, I know what I want that for. Right, that's nicely stuck down now. Okay, let's clean up any glue that's seeping out. Let's see. Cut them off. And I'll make a hole that's already there. It's a bit smaller than that, but that's all right. I think I've rubbed this off, the white off somewhere. When did I do that? I can't remember doing that. I expect you saw me do it. That's all right. Perfect. Right. Okay, so once they're dry, I go over the edges, okay, with this, but you must make sure they're dry first. Okay, this helps seal the edges to the tag. Yeah. I'm going to cut some stands out with my laser and they can sit on the stand. There we go. Right, that's that. And I'll get the dark denim on a dry cloth. I got one, yeah. Okay, just dab a bit in and then go around the edges. It was a bit too much for me, so I'm just gonna start applying this. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, it is very shiny. Yeah. I usually apply things like this with a very soft brush. Okay, I haven't tried it straight on without sealing it with the Tim Holtz. That's something I've got to do. I'll try that on a smaller piece perhaps and see what happens. I thought that was looking a bit dull. Okay. There we go. All done. Leave that to dry. And what I do like about it, this stuff is hardly any smell. It's absolutely amazing. And my brush, I've never even checked to see if it's water-based, but it should, I think it is, because my brush cleaned in water. So, right, let them dry, and it will be a bit glary when they're dry. Okay, they do pick up the light. Okay, leave that go. I'm going to have my lunch. Right, so they're all finished. Okay, sorry if there's a bit of glare. Let's try and do it that way. Okay, because they are very shiny. All right, you don't see that in real life like that. You see that, but it's just on that. I'll just hold them like that. Okay, but they're all done. All right, so I hope you like them. And just put some fibres on the tops and they're done. Okay. Now, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different this week. So, yeah. So I'm just seeing that light in there. Sorry, folks. Right. Thank you very much, then. Bye.